Now, before you became a landscape architect, you were an English professor. Now,
Correct.
how do you get from one to the other?
Well, I was at a moment in my life, perhaps we've all been in, when you hear a small voice and you know that you need to make a decision even if it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense at the time. You either grit your teeth and take the plunge, or you know you'll never do it. And I had taught for 5 years at a university. I had become chairman of the program. I became involved in administrative work, and I knew that I was going to have to go back to school to get a PhD if I were to continue to be an academician. And I had been going to school since I was about 5 years old, and I thought, I can't do it. So I thought of what I might do otherwise, and here's a photograph of my grandfather, who was superintendent of grounds and buildings at the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical School, which at that time was in Miami, Florida. The date of this newsletter is April 16th, 1943, the year I was born in. So this little copy of this newsletter for the airline school was called Flypaper, and then there's a little quote after it, stick to it. um, so here he is with his victory garden that he established behind one of the hangars, and he's holding up a bunch of carrots in one hand and roses in the other. And I adored this man, and I thought it would be great to do what he did. He was father of 7 children, my mother being about midway in that group, and he had the 2 qualities I admire most in people. Number 1, he was gentle, and number 2, he was resourceful with what he had.